I am on site at our New Kemet Retreat and Residential Community. This is our Pharaoh's Row subdivision, and we got the roof on one side of the house so far. This is a metal roof. For those of you who know about roofs, you know that a metal roof is superior to shingle roofs. And we got custom metal panels that are one piece so that there's a seamless panel for the whole entire roof. They haven't finished screwing it all in, but as you can see, they've done a great job so far. And here is the roofing team right here. Y'all want to say something? All right, this is their work right here. So if some of these panels fall off, these are the people, y'all. If these skylights leak, these are the people, y'all. Okay, we keep the tar and feather at the Chemic Club. No, I'm just kidding. But no, they've done a great job so far. The weather has been killing us. It's been raining all week long, which has made it impossible for us to start on the other side of the roof because the machine, the lift that they're using, can't get through this mud, this Georgia red clay. And you see these puddles here. So it's a major safety hazard to try to have them bring this machine back and go all the way up with these heavy metal panels, and the machine isn't steady or something slips. So no roof construction today, but I am waiting on the plumber to come and plumb inside now that we have everything framed up. And we have the HVAC system installed as well. Oh, so while I'm out here, let me show you the outdoor system. So as you guys can see, we have a big 5-ton unit, and this is how it connects to the inside of the house. Just for those of you who are curious to know, how do they hook the HVAC up to the house? And this is the view. The blue thing in the background, that's the well. That's Miss Zenobia's pad, which we have not been able to rough and plumb or pour concrete because of the weather. But next week is supposed to be warm and sunny all week long, so we're looking to knock that out next week so that we can get to framing her house. Take y'all back in. You can see all 3 levels. The kitchen area and dining area again. Living room. straight back. You have your storage under the stairs. Backyard is that door straight ahead. Here you have your laundry room. To the right, you have your guest bathroom, which is huge. Shower, tub in the corner, those slats are coming out, and custom vanity there. Going out the bathroom and into the guest bedroom, and there's also an entrance to the bathroom from the guest bedroom. And I'm walking in, window, door to your closet there. All right. Vent, AC. Now I'm going into the main bedroom on the first floor. Two-person shower, tub, double vanity. And this is from the bathroom. All right, now I'm gonna show you the closet. I'm inside the closet now. It's a nice long walk-in closet for your main on the first floor. Large window, vent for your AC. Now I'm going out, back into the main cabin. Open all the way at the top, and of course that HVAC system is going to be sealed in. All right, nice and clean. You're gonna go upstairs to the second floor loft and the main bedroom on the second floor. Again, this is how the ducting works in the house, how it gets concealed in the walls, and that's our duct for the loft area. And I'll go from, I'm at the back of the loft. All right. The view from straight ahead on the loft. And as you can see, got a nice balcony where it's open to downstairs. All right. We're gonna go into the main bedroom on the second floor. All right, your bed is where I am, TV on the wall in front of you, and another walk-in closet. And this will be a custom closet. Here is wrapped, but you have access to the balcony and two nice large windows. So your second floor suite includes an outdoor, uh, a loft outside of the bedroom, as well as a huge deck outside of your bedroom as well on the left-hand side. And then you have your bathroom, of course. Another large bathroom, two-person shower, tub, double vanity. All right. And once again, before you go up to the third floor, This is the loft area. All right. You go up to, oh, and you also can enter the bathroom on the second floor from the loft. So if you have guests that come up here and are sitting up here, they don't have to go downstairs to use the bathroom, but they also don't have to go through your bedroom either. All right. We're gonna go up to the third floor. And this is the view from the third floor. And again, the third floor overlooks the entire front cabin. All right, and those are your views from the third floor. And as you can see, the third floor is not short. You don't have to, it's 9 feet tall. But here, this is the view. This is an 8 foot by 4 foot window. And this is the view.
Yeah, I quickly coming. I know the other side probably done ran out too, because it's not really big enough for it to get up, getting a lot of water. That water going over there now. Getting all that away from the house.
This is from the third floor. And then you also have another deck off of the third floor. And this is your view on the other side. And the land here in front of us, this is all collectively owned by the Black Achievement Fund in front of us. And right here where I'm pointing, this is where we're going to build the Black Achievement Fund's guest house, which is going to be similar to the house that I'm in right now. So this is what we're raising money from for. Uh, donorbox.org/pyramid1. Donorbox.org/pyramid1. All right. So I can't wait till this house is finished because you guys will be able to come to this house, check the house out. You actually be able to rent it as Airbnb as well for a limited amount of nights each month and get the feel for what our vision is for our new Kemet community. Oh, the house is facing east and west. So the sun rises in the front of the house and the sun sets back here where I am right now. This is where the sun sets and the sun rises in the east. This is your east side, sunrise every morning. And this is your west side, sunset every night. Great question. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go back down, give you guys a look at that view again. This is from the third floor. And this third is actually going to be a library as well. So we have custom shelving that's going to go all along this back wall and custom shelving all along the walls here. So this is going to be a library slash bonus room. And this is from the back. And again, this is your door and this is your deck. Someone asked, do I have a plan for solar? No, I have plans for solar for all of our outdoor lighting, but not solar for the actual housing. The prices for electricity are around 140, 150 bucks for a house like this versus having to spend 20 to 30 or more thousand in solar panel systems where your solar panel system cost is more than what your electric bill was going to be. So we're waiting until there is better technology with solar for residential before we attempt it. And then the other um, resource involved in solar are the lithium battery packs, which store the energy, which makes it more efficient to have a solar package. But then I don't want all of that lithium energy or whatever it is on the back of my house that I live in. So we've opted out of solar for inside of the houses for now. But if you buy out here and you want to do solar, you're free to do solar. All right, and this is the front yard. But we are building here at the Black Achievement Fund. It's not just all rhetoric. We just haven't been screaming, black unity, black economic unity, black economic independence. Like we're showing you the fruits of it. And we're not compromising in order to achieve the level of excellence that we're achieving out here. And we have some of everybody working with us. All right. We have black people, of course. We have white people. We have people from the Caribbean. We have who else we had work out here? Uh, Latinos working out here. And once again, it just shows the strength of diversity. You got some groups of people who are just good at certain industries, or not just good at certain industries, but have mastered certain industries and are prevalent in certain industries. The person who put our well in, they were fourth generation well drillers, the best in the business. So that's who we chose. The same with the roof. And these are Black Achievement Fund members who are putting this roof on. And it's a whole nother level of pride when you're doing this for a noble cause. The people who did our HVAC, awesome company. All they do is HVAC. They don't do anything else. They came in and within 1 week had a solution for our HVAC plan, executed it, and we got a HVAC system, 5-ton system throughout the whole house. This weekend, the plumber is coming in to configure the plumbing for all 3 bathrooms, the kitchen, and the laundry room. And then we have the electrician coming in on Sunday to begin rough ending all of the electrical, and then septic. And the septic tank is going to come over here. But once all of that is done, I mean, the house is basically done. The house is basically done. Then we're just dealing with the finishes. The windows, of course, and doors, a custom order. They've already come out to measure, the window company have already come out to measure precisely for the glass. So that's been done. But we are on our way, ladies and gentlemen. We are on our way. And it has been such a thrill to have seen this from a thought to manifestation, to be able to pay homage to our ancestors who built the pyramids, in such a noble and futuristic way, doing something different and unique. Do I okay? Just trying to think, making sure I've answered the questions in the chat. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is coming together. It is coming together. It is coming together. So this retreat is no longer hypothetical. This retreat is no longer going to happen. It's happening. And we could not have picked a better place. The ancestors could not have brought us to a better place. The level of peace here is absolutely, you know, mind-boggling. I'm just going to shut my mouth for a minute and just let you guys hear what I'm talking about. Hello. Sorry about that, but I thought that was our Home Depot representative, but it was a Home Depot survey call. You see the difference in the change of soil? We go from that lush Georgia red clay at the top to this sand at the bottom. So, as I mentioned before, we had to take our dirt from the top, that red dirt, dig up that sand and replace it with the red dirt for the platform for Mr. Novia's house. And as you can see, we have not been able to do anything in terms of finishing this foundation because of the weather. But this lot here that you see in between the house that we're building here and this sand, this is lot 3, and this is for sale right now. All right, to build one of these houses is between $175 and $200 a square foot. and that includes the cost of your lot. That includes your private well, where you pay no water bill ever. It also includes your own septic tank, HVAC, electrical hookup, the whole nine turnkey. You can see the level of quality in which we're building this house. All of these houses, it's the same standard that your house will be built. And this is lot 5. This is no longer for sale, but just to show you the views. This is all the backyard. This is the backyard of lot 5 in Pharaoh's Row. Most sale companies, almost all sale companies, actually, the major companies, you will have cell service. I'm on Metro PCS right now, and I'm streaming live. T-Mobile, AT&T, no one that I know of have not been able to get Wi-Fi. And we also have, um, through the electric company, they have high-speed internet as well through the electric company. Hospital is the big hospital is 30 minutes away, and then there's an urgent care that is approximately 18 minutes away. Each water well, each house will have its own private water well. Each home will have its own private water well. Now, you can have a water well supply multiple homes, but that, there's too much conflict involved with all of that. So we just make it where each homeowner will have their own private well, and that is included in that quote that I gave you of 175 to $200 a square foot. And you don't have to worry about the value of your house before your house is built. The bank does a after construction appraisal to give a general idea of what the house will appraise for after the house is complete. And both of the houses that we're building appraised for thousands, tens of thousands of dollars more than what we're building these houses for. So, 9 times out of 10, you're going to walk in with instant equity. This is also a gated community. So the only people that will have access are homeowners and their guests. And this is located approximately not even a minute drive to the other part of the New Kemet Retreat and residential community. And where I'm standing right now, like this is the Black Achievement Fund's land right beside Lot 5. So all this that you see, and I want you all to notice the slant of the land. All right, we're building along the slant. So each of these houses are going to be like stepped down. And this is land that's owned by us collectively, y'all. And we're raising money to build our first guest house just like this right over here. And we will utilize our guest house just like our Kemet Club. It'll be an extension of that. So you'll be able to go from our Kemet Club in Atlanta, take our shuttle to our new Kemet retreat, and you can either rent out our guest house overnight at a member rate, or we'll have it for a hospitality room during the day on days that it's not rented out for members. We also have our glamping village that we're building out over there. So we are working hard here at the Black Achievement Fund to rebuild all of these communities that we lost instead of just waxing nostalgic about them. And we're not afraid of where we are in Georgia. The town of Toomsboro is 50% black, 50% white. There's a black African American female mayor. Um, half of the commissioners are, um, mixed. So it's a great situation here. The guy who owns all of this land, 326 acres, um, Judge John, has been a tremendous help to us already. And this is why the Black Achievement Fund is open to anyone who believes in our mission and our guiding principles, regardless of race, religion, political preference, or sexual orientation. We don't care about none of that. We care about creating clean, safe communities. We care about growing delicious, healthy, organic food and not being dependent on grocery stores. We care about creating world class schools that we hire our own teachers to not just teach black history and culture, but also teach advanced mathematics and science because, once again, this community is inspired by ancient Kemet, one of the highest expressions of African ingenuity, of African genius. And you're talking about a civilization that was over 2,000 years old, achieved over three golden periods. And the pyramids, they built the pyramids first. That was in the old dynasty, the old kingdom. The first pharaohs built all of the pyramids. They did that in the beginning. The thing that most astound us physically, they did that in the beginning. So we're out here trying to capture that spirit, trying to show and prove that there is a better way to build the community, that there is a better economic system whereby we can create more equity, we can do more, help people more if we're working together, if the people are in control of the resources and not necessarily politicians all the time. Everything that we're doing with the Black Achievement Fund is with our own money. We've gotten no government help. We've gotten no foundation grants. We've gotten no corporate sponsorship. Every single thing that we've done, every single thing that we've maintained, all of this land that we own, all of this is with our own money. $9 a time, $9 at a time. And once again, everybody, all of this is land that we own collectively. You're a Black Achievement Fund member. You've been paying $9 a month. This is ownership. This is what it looks like. Someone said something about for how long, how many homes will a water well sustain? The wells will sustain. It just goes how deep your pump is. I mean, how deep your well is and how powerful your pump is. But theoretically, one well could service 5 houses. But when you go above 2 houses with wells, then the EPA gets involved. And you have to have regular checks on your well, monthly checks on your well, so on and so forth. So it becomes a costly endeavor when you start to create what are called community wells. And those are when a well is attached to two or more than two homes. Right now, the HOA fees are $100 a month, and the HOA fee will cover the maintenance of the road as well as the tree line driveway, the automated gated entrance, the landscaping of the front entrance, and trash um, pickup. Every person who buys an acre has a vote, one vote in the homeowners association. All right, y'all. Once again, this is Black Achievement Fund land, y'all. This land we own. And we own this land outright. Ain't no mortgage on this land. We just got to pay taxes on it. And we are paid up. But I'm standing on our land right now. And it is adjacent to Pharaoh's Row. And I want to talk about the economics of what we're doing. We are improving the value of this land exponentially by creating this subdivision, by putting these homes here. And what that is doing is increasing the value of the Black Achievement Fund's land. Without us having to put a shovel in the ground, our economic activity, our development of Pharaoh's Row is increasing the value of the Black Achievement Fund's land. Yep. And I invite any Black Achievement Fund member, we invite you to come out here to see for yourself what your $9 a month has accomplished. And we're not waiting until we get 10 million people. We're showing you right now that we are building and we're not waiting. This community is here to inspire other Black people all across the country to begin the process of rebuilding all of those Black Wall Streets that we lost over 100 years ago when we integrated. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with integration. And at the same time, there's absolutely nothing wrong with us creating our own communities that reflect our own values, that reflect our own worldview, that reflect our own cultural aesthetic. Two things can be true at the same time. The sun and the moon are out at the same time on many days. The pink ribbons that you see, that's where the backyards of Pharaoh's Row end. And on the opposite side, that's where the Black Achievement Fund land begins. I want to thank all of you all for being a part of this dream, for being a part of this vision, and for having faith that not all black leadership is incompetent, that not all black leadership is out to fleece the community of its wealth. We're here showcasing how to build wealth so that you can see that we know how to build an economy, so that you can see that we don't have to steal your money. We're showing you how to grow money. We took this subdivision and we took land that was valued at $55,000 and developed it to over $155,000. And each of these homes that we build increases the value of each one of these lots. So every individual member who is buying an acre lot out here and building a house, they're growing their wealth. And at the same time, they're being a part of history. They're being part of a new renaissance, a new rebuilding phase. That's what this is. This is us rebuilding. As a leader, I want to lead by example. I want to show that we know how to manifest the things that we're talking about. We know how to manifest our vision. That this isn't just all rhetoric, this isn't just all ideas. We are a sleeping giant. Overnight, overnight, if we overcame our distrust, we have the ability to literally change the world overnight. And we don't need anyone's permission. We don't need anyone's permission to pool our money together and begin generating 90 million a month. What will we do with 90 million a month? We building new communities, new community centers, new hospitals, new dental clinics, new colleges and universities, new high schools. But more than that, we are imploring our people to run all of the things that I just talked about. This is what the Black Achievement Fund is for. And everything that we're talking about with independent black capital and capital from our friends. We can do this, people. We can do this. And just imagine when the Black Achievement Fund builds capacity, when the Black Achievement Fund begins to build our first hospital, our first university, our first technology center. And we're doing it with all our own capital and all our resources. This is what is going to get our youth to turn their attention towards working within their own community. Okay? In addition to that, the job market is closing in on everyone. We the people are going to have to be able to create a job market for all of our people who are now being displaced. This is what that money is for. This is what that $9 is for. And we try to make it $9 so that every single one of you would be able to contribute without your lights being turned out, without you not being able to have gas for the month, without you not being able to have food to feed yourself. All of this talk, When we decided that we were going to build the New Kemet Retreat and Residential Community in 2020, it took us about a year before we found this place. And since then, we've jumped through all of the hurdles required to develop this subdivision. We had to get level 3 soil tests to let us know the soil type for every single lot. And that was needed in order to see whether or not all of these lots were perk, whether or not the soil was compact enough for us to be able to put a house of these sizes on the land. It had to be done by a licensed land scientist, soil scientist. Then we had to have a licensed land surveyor do a topographical survey, or topo in parlance, and a subdivision survey. The road had to be at least 50 feet with the cul-de-sac large enough for a fire truck to be able to turn around in. All right. We had to get septic permits, well permits, building permits, subdivision approval, soil and erosion and sedimentation control permit, bank financing, but here's the results. Here are the results. And the Black Achievement Fund doesn't have 10,000 members. We don't have 100,000 members. And we are slowly and quietly achieving our mission, leading by example. So once again, I want to thank everyone. Oh, let me answer some of these questions before I go off. Our insurance company rates are very reasonable. Insurance for this house right here is I believe $20 a month, and that's full replacement cost insurance with State Farm. Yeah, and any of you need to reach out to me, you can do so. Arkee, ARKEE, at BAF.solutions. And if you go to our website, to BAF.solutions slash Nukemet, Nukemet, we have a full brochure about our New Kemet community. It's like a 30-page full color brochure of all of the amenities and things that we're going to have out here, as well as some of that demographic information that people want to know in terms of the racial makeup, how close to the grocery stores, and all of that type of stuff. For those of you who need to get your tax documents, you can just request those info at BAF.solutions, and we'll get those tax documents out to you within the 24 hours that you submit that request. For, let me see, repeat. Okay, I think that's all. of the questions before I sign off? All right, so make sure you guys like this, share this, and when people ask you about the Black Achievement Fund, is it real? Show them this. Show them our New Kemet blog. I've been blogging this whole development process from the moment we got our deed for the land to each episode of development, from getting the well to the electricity being put out here to the roof being put on, the HVAC, and so on and so forth. So that link is baf.solutions/blog, blog, and you'll get to see the whole process it took to get to where we are right now. All right, so I want to thank all of you once again for all of your support, for supporting the vision, for telling everybody you know about the Black Achievement Fund, even though they were telling you, no, I don't think that. Let them know that it's real. It's real. So we're looking to get electricity on the 94 acres and a well on the 94 acres in a couple months so that we can bring you guys back to that portion of the land with a lot more comfort. So that's what we're working on right now. All right, if you are not getting your $9 deducted, please make sure you contact us. You can go online, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see where it says update my credit debit card, update your information if you're not receiving our emails and updates on what we're doing. And for the tax information, no, BAF, info@baf.solutions. Info@baf.solutions. Or you can email Shonda directly, and that's SHAUNDA@baf.solutions. All right, everybody, I'm signing off right now. Love you guys. See you soon.